Hey guys, welcome to another episode. In this one, we are going to recap some of the Run It Back and Archive set drops. You can now move some of your moments to non-custodial wallets. Trade ticket news, there's a new stress test coming up, and there's a new DWYANE WADE moment to get in the Fandom tier. Let's get straight into it. Okay guys, welcome to another episode. Congratulations to everyone that got a Run It Back pack or even just an archive pack, because we're going to go over these two sets. Some of them were really cool. I snagged a really lucky place in line of Priority Q2 and then managed to get myself a pack. I got Andre Miller, which I eventually decided to flip, and I bought Andrew Bogut, the archive and the rare. And I'll likely do some other things depending on what I feel in the moment, what I want to do going forward, what moments I like. But the archive set themselves, 91 people at the time of recording have completed the full set. LeBron James clearly is by far the most valuable player in this set and the Run It Back set as well, not just the archive set. If you're considering going after the archive set, you need to get yourself a LeBron pretty quick smart. He did peak at 285, went down to 220, somewhere around 250 at the time recording. The one thing I did notice is there's still a lot of his distribution still in packs, 3,846 of them in fact. So maybe people bought a pack and then went back to work, and they've got a few packs to open. Maybe there's just a lot of pack holders these days, but it seems like that's more than usual. And there's obviously still 1,300 that are unavailable for purchase. They're not even put into packs yet. So that could be in drop 2. They could be held back for promotions and customer service, things like that. But overall, there's a lot of distribution that's still not quite come out of packs yet. So with any luck for you guys, it'll come down. Kevin Garnett is the next most expensive, likely because there's a lot of Timberwolves set holders. DWYANE WADE naturally after that. Chris Paul was well sought after. And Gerald Wallace is a surprise one because a lot of people, like me, and I actually got this one as well, need Gerald Wallace for the full complete Charlotte Hornets set. Even though this is a Charlotte Bobcats moment, same franchise, Gerald Wallace is the Charlotte Hornets complete team set. So if you have all the Hornets from S2 and Gerald Wallace, you've got a complete team set at the moment for the Charlotte Hornets. That will obviously change once S3 starts, but the Hornets are still one of the most accessible. So as far as the Run It Back full team set goes, 5 people have completed. And again, LeBron is the king of the mountain at the top, even above Shaquille, Allen Iverson, DWYANE WADE, and Tracy McGrady. LeBron James is the most expensive. I think there's 2 reasons for this. He is arguably the greatest of all time. My argument would be Jordan. So one of the two, just pick him. Let's not get into that now. And he's still active. So he's going to be the most expensive player. Also, it's a really cool dunk. It looks like the Kobe tribute dunk, only in a Cavs uniform. So it's a really good dunk. And it's his first moment in a Cavs uniform on Top Shot. So there's lots of things to like about it. He is, again, king of the mountain. Everyone was speculating that, who would be the most expensive moment. For me, it was always LeBron until proven otherwise. He's going to be the most expensive in the set, a set like this anyway. If you're looking to boost your collector score, we briefly mentioned it with the Hornets. Go to Own the Moment, go to Collector Score Tracker, enter the score that you want to target, like what you want to up your score by, if that's the game, or you're just curious, and it will analyze your set once it's linked. You've got to link your account first and link into Top Shot. It'll tell you what are the best moments to go for, the most economical moments to go for in order to boost your collector score. Now, for me, it's the Hornets, Mavericks, and then Golden State Warriors, but that's based on my account and the moments I have in my account, not necessarily yours. So you got to link your account, make it relatable to you, because your pack luck and what you've pulled is completely different. One more thing with the archive set, there is a number of different mints. There's 10K, 12,000 and 20,000. And Chris Otis, shout out to him, he asked, and Austin Kent delivered. Shout out to him. He's always answering questions on Twitter. And his answer was quite simply, All-Stars are the 10K mints, rookies are the 12K mints, and everyone else is the 20K mints. And that's why we've got the different mint counts. And I think that works pretty well, actually. The marketplace was, it was a fireball. No set. between these two, archive and run it back, was so anticipated. So much effect were going into a collector score with these sets. There was so much changing. The marketplace was always going to be on fire, and well, frankly, we broke it. We broke the site for the first time in probably 6 months. There was just too much load. They put it down into maintenance. They reopened back up. It wasn't down for too long. I can't remember the exact because I was, with family. It's the weekend here in Australia, a little bit ahead of America. So yeah, I don't think it was too bad. I was kind of relaxing, watching the house burn down essentially, and everyone else have fun and collect and all that sort of stuff. Following Twitter very loosely, but yeah, there were some cooldowns. There were some outages. There was one outage essentially. And that was about it. There was a lot of news that dropped today as well before we get into the DWYANE WADE pack. So starting Friday, Top Shot collectors have the ability to move their legendary moments to third-party wallets on Flow. And not just you can move them to third-party wallets, you can actually move them back as well if you change your mind. But the third parties include Blocked and Viv3. They're just starting with the legendary, and then they'll work their way down to the rest of them. And this is a slow onboarding of this functionality, I'm guessing, to make sure it works, and then it can go to the masses and people can start moving their moments around off-site. You will lose your collector score if you move your moment off Top Shot, even though you may still own it on another platform, you will lose the collector score. But like I said, you can move it back. There's a really good how-to here on how to do it all if you're looking to do that and you have any legendary moments. And there's also an FAQ at the bottom for things like, can I move them back and this and that. So it's a really good blog post. Recommend checking it out. We also had an update on trade tickets, would you believe? So there's going to be a stress test coming up on October 19th, 11 a.m. Pacific, where collectors can trade in 10 tickets for a 10-moment locker pack. Now you might think, well, I don't really want the 10-moment locker pack. But before you say that, now I know, don't ruin my fun. I know that we can't get anything but base set common moments or common moments in these stress test packs. But just for fun, there are 3 already. Quinton Richardson, Sean Marion, and Stefan Marbury run it back moments in the locker room. Already someone's traded some in to the locker room just to have fun, I guess. So there's the really low serial number Ricky Rubio, which is probably the most valuable moment in there. There's also a Bruno Fernando, low serial. Devin Booker Cool Cat is in there. Cody Zeller Series 1 is in there. Wow, Kawhi Leonard Series 1. All sorts of amazing moments in the locker room pack. So basically, we're going to get common moments in these packs. I'm not sure what's happening to the rares and the legendaries that are in these in the locker room at the moment. I'm not sure if that's been released or I'm just forgetting because I'm insanely tired. I did make 2 videos last night as well as get up for the early drop. So I'm just making this one off the cuff because I'm hoping that there's no more news in Top Shot coming out like imminently, being it's the weekend in the US. This was pretty cool as well. There was Lisa Leslie on the Jumbotron in a WNBA arena. This is also the game that the Game 3 utility winners for the NBA Top Shot actually went to as well, and they were cracking packs, having fun, all that sort of stuff. So this was really cool to see, Top Shot on the Jumbotron being recommended by a legend to, go on the site, grab a moment. So yeah, these are things that I remember months ago people were asking for, and it seems likely that this sort of stuff is winding up and, it's going to happen more and more. But the big news of the day was we're going to get a Fandom moment from DWYANE WADE. So for new collectors, they're offering the opportunity to add this collectible to your collection for free after you purchase your starter pack between October 18th and October 27th. So if you're going to get any of your friends on board, get them on board in between the 18th and the 27th because they'll get a free DWYANE WADE moment, and that's not a bad way to start. That's an easy win for any new collector in Top Shot for sure. So I can already think of a couple of mates who who've been asking me about Top Shot and thinking, well, they better wait till the 18th now because this is going to be really cool to get a free DWYANE WADE moment after just getting a starter pack. You're guaranteed to get a superstar. So that's really, really awesome. For the rest of us, though, for already active collectors, we want to show you have an opportunity to get in on the action. Collectors can purchase up to 3 of these collectibles for $9 each. The sales window is again from the 18th to the 27th. You must buy all 3 in one transaction. You cannot split up your purchase of these 3 moments. So we can buy essentially 3 of these Dwayne Wade moment vintage packs if we want to, but we've got to do it all in one hit. So you got to decide 1 to 3, what are you going to buy for $9 each. Going all the way back to this player reveal blog, there'll be players who will be in the Run It Back and Fandom, but not in any common archive set drops. So those are Iverson, Bosch, Nash, Parker. So somehow we're going to get those as well. There will also be players who will be in the rare Run It Back set, Fandom, and common archive set. And this is the one where we get Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal, and Vince Carter. So I think it's really cool that we're getting the in a pack. I think that's really cool. And this maybe states a bit of a longer term map, because to get all these Fandom moments, to get all these challenges or however they drop them, there's going to be a lot of activities to do. And I keep saying it, but there's still lots of WNBA to come. The NBA season's like 2 days away from starting. Granted, they've got to play games to have moments to mint and all that sort of stuff. But there seems to be a fair bit that we've got to do yet through this Run It Back, given that there's another drop of the archive set yet to come, and all of these challenges and Fandom moments that are yet to drop onto the platform, however they do. I'd be interested in your thoughts in the comments on, how lucky were you in the pack? Was it positive? What moments are you chasing the most? Are you going to complete the set? Are you just picking up your teams that you need to collect for your bonuses, or just your favorite players in general with nostalgia? I'm really interested to know in the comments what you're up to. One of the 2 videos I made last night was a sponsored video for a Shaq NFT, one of which I'm giving away, so check that out if you're interested in winning a Shaq NFT. Other than that, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day. See ya.